Meeting's called to order. Mr. Nguyen, was the meeting properly posted?
Yes, sir.
First item.
First item is minutes of the meeting from November the 9th, 2017.
Move approval?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Approved.
Following which, we have a public hearing on the application by the entity known as SAPT LLC, doing business as Lowell Liquors, Sachin Patel, manager, all alcoholic beverages package store licensee at 638 Roger Street. This is for the transfer of the limited liability company shares. A legal notice had been published in the Lowell Sun newspaper on Friday, November 17, 2017. Members of the commission, just as an update, this matter was before you in September of a regular meeting. Unfortunately, I was not cognizant of the fact that the transfer of shares requires a legal notice to be published. The Alcoholic Beverages Control Commission, soon after they received the application, contacted me and notified me that such a matter as a transfer of shares requires a publication of a legal notice. So to take care of that agenda matter, Mr. Patel, Sachin Patel, who is here now, kindly forwarded the necessary fee to cover the expense of the legal notice, which is required of an applicant. And just for the record, the legal notice had been published Friday, November 17, 2017.
So this is a public hearing.
Yes. So,
You want to start this off, Mr. Patel?
Yes. We're buying one of the partners off, so basically.
Okay. So let's open the formal hearing here. Is there anyone who would like to speak in favor of this? In favor?
Me?
No, we got you. In favor, all right. No one to speak in favor. We'll move to, would anyone like to speak in opposition? In opposition? In opposition? No one wanting to speak in opposition? I close that part of the hearing. You're still anxious to have the shares transferred?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions?
No question.
Everything in order?
so you can just ratify the action you took in September if you wish.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you.
So it's approved. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.
Next item on the meeting agenda is application for special one-day license to sell, dispense malt beverages and wines only, or either one. We have here with us Wendy Wilkins of Tudor Bean, Benny. This is for the ratification of a license that was issued to her for her activity involved with the Lucy Larkham Park for the Lucy Larkham Holiday Market, which was held Saturday, November 25th, 2017, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Welcome. Please state your name and address.
Wendy Wilkins. I live in, my personal address is in Pepperell, Mass. 3 Prides Crossing in Pepperell.
Thank you. So you had the event? Were
Yes.
there any problems?
Oh, no, sir. No whatsoever.
All right. Did you make a profit?
Yes, we did.
No.
Good for you.
Good.
Always a good thing.
Anybody have any questions?
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
and thanks for running a good operation.
I tried.
Just as a matter of a clerical matter, members of the commission, Patricia Donahue had been granted a one-day license for malt beverages and wine only, or actually her business partner, Norm Karen, for an event at Gallery Z at 167 Market Street, the brunch that was to be held on Sunday, March 12th. She informed me on November the 8th that that event was canceled, and so just for your information, the license was not issued and no fee was accepted for that event.
Okay, next item then.
Following which we have an application filed by Chaotic Wrestling Incorporated for a public amusement license. Walter Jamakowski is the president. This is for a chaotic wrestling event at a location known as Game Time Sports at 1703 Middlesex Street, to be held on Friday, December 8th, 2017, from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m.
State your name and address, please.
Walter Jamakowski, 800 Turnpike Street, North Andover, Mass.
Thank you very much. And so, this is a wrestling event you're going to do?
Yes, it's a professional wrestling show.
I see. And tell us about your venue. Where is it?
It's up on, it's like a new indoor sports arena. So it's like where they have the indoor soccer fields, basketball fields, that sort of thing. We'll be on one of the soccer fields from what I understand.
Okay. And you're right next door to a religious facility, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Does anybody walked over and shaken hands with the people at the religious facility?
No, this is our first time running in this venue. We've been working with the management. We ran at the Polish American Veterans Club for the better part of probably 15 years in Lowell. So this is hopefully a new venue we can use. This is kind of the trial run for both us and the venue. If we were to go there more often, we would probably reach out.
And how many people do you expect?
On average, our crowds are between 150 and 200 people. Our product is catered mostly to families and kids. We have a PG-rated product. It's appropriate for all ages, no blood, no cursing, no shenanigans.
You have a police detail there?
We usually do request a police detail, yes. In the past, we have when we run out the PAV, so we assume we have to have one for next Friday as well.
Captain Webb, any thoughts on this?
No, I'm familiar with the operation from the PAV club, and I'm not aware of any problems.
Any comments, any questions?
I have a question. You said 150 to 200 people. So can you describe the venue? You said you're going to be on a soccer field.
Yes.
So they'll put the ring and,
We'll put the ring right in the middle, then we have security barriers. We have steel security barriers. That those circle the ring. We usually go about 4 feet out, depending on the venue. Those also go all the way to our entranceway, and then we're renting chairs. So we'll have, I believe it'll be 3 to 4 rows of chairs around each side, depending on how we set up. So no fans can get in the ring. And we have staff there as well that we put on the 4 corners inside the barriers.
and I noticed online you were selling tickets. How are the sales going?
Good. I'm actually, from here, I actually head back over to the office to find out what our pre-sales are. We're right on track for where we should be.
Great. Thank you.
Sure.
Thoughts?
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. So you're approved.
Thank you so
I would
much.
check in with the neighbors.
Okay, we'll definitely make sure to do that.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Commissioner will now take up item number 5 is a public hearing on the application filed for change of manager, new officers, directors for the Holy Ghost Society, Inc., doing business as Holy Ghost Society, all alcoholic beverages club licensee at premises 65 Village Street. It is requested that Christopher M. Torres of Lowell be manager of record. Also, members of the commission, just with regards to the Holy Ghost Society, typically what they do is on an annual basis, you would go through a change of officers and directors. And one of the requirements of the Alcoholic Beverages Control Commission in dealing with nonprofit organizations like the Holy Ghost Society is that when they do submit an application for change of manager, they're also looking to make sure that the club is updating its annual report of condition and their change of office and directors, if need be, with the Secretary of State's office.
And they are?
The application reflects that.
Okay. Please state your name and your address.
Christopher Torres, and my personal address is 41 Fontaine Drive in Lowell, Mass.
So, Mr. Torres, tell us about yourself.
So I'm going to be the president for the organization, and I start that in January the 14th of this coming year. So we're in the process. I've been since 18 years old a director volunteering at the organization. So this year I've come to take on the role of being the president. So yes.
So this is a public hearing. Before I ask any questions, anybody have an initial question?
I have a question. So a note on the application, what is your background, your employment background?
I work at Marshall's. I'm a manager.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
I work at Marshall's
And prior to, how long have you been working at Marshall's?
for 6 or 7 years now.
Okay. And what, so when you say you're president of the organization, will that be a full-time job?
It's all volunteer.
So if you're going to be the manager of the organization, what type of experience do you have regarding that?
So I work in retail, so I have a lot of customer service experience, working with people in customer service. And I volunteered at the organization for the past, since I've been 18. So I, know the place and know the people that go there.
Right, you're familiar with the operation?
Correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any thoughts, Captain Webb?
No, Mr. Chairman, we've generally had good luck with the Holy Ghost Society, so I don't foresee any problems.
Thank you. So this is a public meeting. I ask, does anyone wish to speak in favor? In favor? In favor? That portion's closed. Anyone want to speak in opposition? Opposition? Opposition. That portion's closed. Do we have any thoughts from the committee, the commission?
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. 3 ayes have it. Go out and do good and stay out of trouble.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Proceeding with the next item on our meeting agenda, we have an application by the entity known as SALT, Salt Inc., doing business as 7-Eleven with the number 37464A. This is Alan R. Markart as the president. It's a malt beverage and wine only package store licensee at 970 Gorham Street. Its application is for a change of business name from the name Tedeschi Food Shops.
Please state your name and home address.
Alan R. Marcotte. My address is 650 Pelham Road, Drake, Mass.
I see. So you are SALT, S-A-L-T, and earlier we heard from SAPT, S-A-P-T. You two are not related.
Not related.
So I checked. I thought you'd already switched over to 7-Eleven from
We
Tedeschi.
have. We just finished the remodel.
Okay, but you need the official change.
We need the official license changed for the name. We're still Salt Inc. We're just going from Salt Inc. DBA Tedeschi to Salt Inc. DBA 7-Eleven.
And this is a public hearing?
Well, it's not, all of our hearings in this perspective, this is not in the matter of just, what it does require of a licensee is when they do a DBA change. Corporation hasn't changed. Mr. Marcotte is the sole officer in the corporation. He holds the license for the beer and wine that's been granted. The Alcohol Beverages Control Commission has the set up for applying for business name change. The company that, 7-Eleven company out of, I believe it's Georgia.
Actually, the consulting company is Georgia, but they're out of Dallas, Texas.
They generally would like to have their franchises go through the formality of these proper changes, and which is truly, commendable on the part of the company, and they're just, this is just that.
Okey-doke.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You're approved.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Have a good evening.
Number 7 on our meeting agenda is the application by the licensee Chelmsford Street Quick Mart Inc., Johnny Kairou's president. It's a malt beverage and wine only package store licensee at 299 Chelmsford Street. This is for a manager change to Simon E. Elzeni of Lowell.
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and fellow commissioners. Attorney Michael Zane for Chelmsford Street Quick Mart, Inc. I have here with me Mr. Simon Elzani, who submitted an application to become the new manager of record for the Chelmsford Street Quick Mart.
Give us the story.
The story is that Mr. Elzani, as you'll see in his application, has an extensive background in managing, grocery manager down in the North Carolina area for a number of years, beginning in 2007 to 2016. He worked for Food Lion LLC. Then he was working with Speedway and had an opportunity to come up here to work with Mr. Johnny K. Ruse and his organization that runs the BP station and the Quick Mart to the right of the gas station on Chelmsford Street. He has never been a manager of record for any alcohol, but both of those stores where he was in North Carolina, do serve alcohol. So he did supervise the employees and oversaw, the sale of the alcohol and beer and wine in those establishments while he was killing me here while he was working at those chains. So he plans to take over for the lady that was the manager of record, who's now moving across the way to a different
I'm just worried
store.
that he left a nice warm place for up here.
But he did so to come up here for the winter, so that's gotta say something for him.
Has Mr. Elzani been to be tip certified?
They actually have that training it's set to take place for a refresher training for the other employees, but it's set for December 19th.
19th, they are coming to the store.
All of the mechanisms, and they've been in the business for a while. They've had the liquor license for some time over there, the beer and wine license. They have all the computerized, check the IDs. It's all the scanners. They have the system that automatically, when it goes to a sale, you have to enter in the date of birth of the person right on the cash register. So it's a checkpoint system that they have in place. So my understanding is that the only time we're here is when we're asking for a change in license, or we haven't had any problems at all with any issues with anything to do with the sale of alcohol at that location.
Okay.
Seconded.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Aye.
Take care.
Thank you. Good luck.
Go forward and good luck. Yep.
We have the next item on our meeting agenda is an application by Dan Clapp, doing business as 1634 Meadery. Dan is a farmer winery for a license to sell wine at the Lowell Winters Farmers Market at the premises of 250 Jackson Street, mill number 5, the 4th floor. Sundays commencing December 10th, 2017 through Sunday, actually will be Sunday, April the 29th, 2018. Each Sunday that the wine would be offered for sale is from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And presently, the Mass Department of Agriculture has certified the event, this winter's farmers market, as of this day.
Please state your name and your address, sir.
Hello, my name's Dan Clapp. I'm owner of 1634 Meadery at 3 Short Street in Ipswich, Mass.
Thank you. And what's the difference between mead and wine?
Mead is made from honey, so the sugar source in the fermentation is honey rather than grape.
I see.
I have participated in a couple events here in Lowell, including last year's winter market, and we had such great success. We want to bring it back to your residents.
Sounds good. Anybody have any questions?
This is your first time? Good.
No, we've done, this is our third event we've done in
That's what I
Lowell.
thought, yeah. Move approval.
I just have a question.
Go ahead.
What's the process for the certification of the agricultural?
It's basically, the MDR reviews the vendors and checks to see whether it's an agricultural supportive event, including, like, selling local produce, and that enough locally sourced vendors. So we work with the market manager and get the description of events and vendors and send it off for approval. So we kind of just lead it up. That's just the way it's arranged, yeah.
Right, and you
But the-
expect approval?
We actually did
Or
get
it
approved.
has been approved,
Yeah, we got
okay.
approved this afternoon, actually, so.
Oh,
yeah.
great, yeah, I know, because as of
Yep.
yesterday, right, thank you.
So we have a motion. Do we have a
Second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Approved. Go
Good luck.
forward.
Thank you.
Good.
Come down and try some mead. Thank you very much.
Next item on meeting agenda is a communication from the Deputy Superintendent of Police, Raymond Kelly Richardson. The communication is dated November the 7th, 2017. It's pertaining to allegations of misconduct that had taken place affecting the licensee Alexander LLC, doing business as Vibe Restaurant and Lounge. These misconduct was on October the 28th, 2017. The manager of record for Alexander LLC is Alexei M. Torres, the all-alcoholic beverage restaurant at 179 Central Street.
Let's see.
We're gonna have a public hearing.
We have to have a public hearing, and there's the question of subpoena of witnesses.
So, if I may, there are two individuals who gave testimony or gave eyewitness account to police officers, and it's written up in the police reports that are submitted with the letter from Deputy Superintendent Richardson. They are underage. I believe it may be necessary to have those two individuals, a request to have them subpoenaed as witnesses to the hearing that you would schedule for the licensee. If you wish to have their testimony, they tell the officers they were served alcohol on the establishment.
Absolutely, we need them here. The fact that there was a fight and everyone was just thrown out and there was someone shot, it's not surprising, so I'd like those witnesses here.
I agree.
All in favor of witnesses being subpoenaed, say aye.
Aye,
Aye.
So you wish to have all witnesses available?
yes.
Yes. So voted.
This is gonna be for our next meeting?
Next meeting.
Yes,
I think that's the 10th of December, is it not?
14th of December.
14th.
And, can we have an attorney here also?
City, I'll request such, yeah.
yes.
Thank you. We do have one, but we want one from the city.
Before we lock that in, is that okay with the police department? You guys are ready to roll?
That would be fine, Mr. Chairman.
Do I have a motion for the 14th?
Motion to schedule public hearing on December 14th.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes 14th.